Hey y'all. Okay, so like I said before, there's so much, and I really don't know what all really I should cover and stuff like that because, like, you don't know who's who and everything or whatever. So, like, okay, so I said I wasn't gonna revisit that about my friend, but I did already. Um, so of course after that, it's been like really weird, and like I said, on the article was talking about the place, and then people were talking stuff on, Facebook and everything. Okay, but okay, so most of my old friends know that they could call me. I mean, usually I'd have to talk to them around the time, and that's a little bit question mark on that part because I'm a little bit forgetful on that. They they know that for the most part they know that they can call me if they need me, you know. So I'm trying to think about the months between that and that, kind of, but it was a certain amount of months, okay? I got a call to come and pick someone up there, okay? And now I'll get there and I'm getting two people, so I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But just to say that, okay? Now, a couple years ago, I guess in so many ways, if people are sitting in the bed of a truck, you become a target of them anyways or something. Like, oh, you're gonna sit in the bed of the truck, you're gonna get pulled over. So there's another story to that too. But so we get pulled over, and they were in the bed of the truck, but um, I just thought it was so odd that like we're like supposedly right where we're dropping her off at her sister's. Now this isn't any of the other people I was just talking about. This is just kind of explain how psycho crazy these people look to me. Anyways, so to kind of explain when they get us out of the car or whatever, and I'm like, this is the first time I've driven with someone else in another vehicle for a long time, in years, you know? So that was the young girl that just passed, that I got her out of jail. Because I thought it was so odd. Um, and so, and it was the first time she went. So by then it's like, what is going on? Okay, so that had happened to my friend before, the other friend before that, or whatever. But just goes to show you, there's so much here. This is just what? Okay, so then, like, I'm pretty sure along the way I've heard it before. And then someone's like, oh, well, I heard you're a narc. And I'm like, I'm a narc. What? You know? There's something wrong with these people's head. And I want to keep saying it over and over and over because, like I just said, I'm like telling them this is the first time I'm riding with someone in years. So of course these people think this about me. And then by time whatever, it's gonna be like, well, okay, fine, whatever, you know? And okay. So I know I might be all over the place, and I'm just trying to get y'all to kind of understand all this leading up, whatever. Okay. So that happened to her, and I'm thinking that he did admit to something. I don't know. This and that and the other. I had problems reading the article to get reminded about everything. And okay, so after that, there was another young girl that was mutual friends with other people, and I'm pretty sure there was a second one that was shot in the head and just left on the side of the road. Now, these young girls, like, there's a motive. There's usually a motive behind killing. So I don't really see these young girls having so much money on them. And unless the articles that I've read isn't telling part of the truth, or well, part of the truth, part of the story, it's like they're just getting shot or just getting killed, no motive, you know? And then, they make it's really hard to like, how do I explain that? To like, I don't know. I don't really think I can explain all that right now. But to go on to something else on almost the same story around the same time, my old friend, someone had sent me like her, like a warrant or whatever, saying that like she was in a violent drug ring and found with a gun. Well, hold on a second, because I was friends with this person for years. She always took up for me, you know? I mean, her and I have a photo to show this too. Her and I actually tried to break up. Someone actually had a disposable camera there. Anyways, we were breaking up a fight between some guys. Like, there was a bunch of guys on a balcony. We went to try to break up that fight, you know? So they look worse. Like, I don't know what it is. And I'm just, it's just very frustrating. And hopefully I might can, here soon be able to be like, okay, everything's good. I don't know. But anyways, um, yeah, that would be my first priority, is what's going on here. And when I said I felt like I needed to be America's secretary, I was serious. Unknown male in Utah. This is a unknown female in Mississippi. Da da da. I mean, seriously, I was serious. All right, but anyways, hopefully I said all this all right. I needed to cover. I felt like I needed to cover all that, and I really don't think this latest young girl, like the things I've already talked about, even could. I want to say that she was murdered. I mean, seriously. But okay, yes. Let me tell y'all this story really quick. I did it. This was like had to been like probably 2002 or 2003. I'm thinking. So I did one of the all nighters, right? So I'm just mentioning that just in case it had something to do with it. I don't know. Well, for me to speak. Okay, so I go in the convenience store. I'm either paying for gas or whatever with a chick friend of mine, whatever. Anyways, go in the store, and then the guy's on the phone. Da 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 da. So I just go, well, I really don't appreciate you speaking in your language when we don't. I don't know what you're saying. We don't know what you're saying. And instead of being like, you're right, I get freedom of speech, freedom of speech. So, okay, whatever. So just leave. Well, a week and a half or 2 weeks later, find out that there was bombs at the store. Underneath the store. That's what the article said. So there's that. Thought I might mention that. But anyways, all right, well, I'll see y'all soon, and God bless.